Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a new knife that I just received, and I was really excited, so I wanted to go ahead and show it to you guys. Unfortunately, the knife is actually sold out right now, but I think they did such an awesome job that I'm hoping that they bring it back, primarily because I really wish that more people would jump on board on this particular knife brand, but also because I might be looking at picking up another one because I liked it so much. Obviously, as you can see by the title and also by what you see in front of you, this is a new knife from Asher Knives. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Asher Knives, they are an awesome knife company. I've actually kind of gotten addicted to their knives, primarily because their designs are really good. They're really useful and utilitarian, especially for EDC carry. But also the prices are very, very affordable and very fair for what you're getting. Now, they're really big on social media, specifically on Instagram. That's where I follow them. And they put videos and pictures of some of the upcoming models and stuff like that. And then they do drops. So it's really important that if you guys are interested in, picking up any Asher knives, that you do follow them. And then yet you also sign up for like email notifications, because that's how they do a lot of their drops. And let me tell you, their knives sell out pretty quickly. So what you see in front of you here is kind of my little collection. Until today, when I received this knife, I actually had 6 Asher knives. I have got I would say a good variety of the different colors and blade steels and sizes and things like that. But as you can see, this is pretty much some of the knives that they have out there. And then this one came in the mail today. Now, I was pretty excited to see that it came in this little pouch, because the majority of the knives do come in a nice presentation box. I unfortunately do not keep the boxes. I kind of throw them out just because I don't have space to keep them. But I'm definitely going to be keeping this pouch because it is it does have their logo right there. So the AK and the Reeds, and then it's Asher Knives. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the one that I got. And here it is. And the first thing that really drew me to this knife was how pretty it looked. And I know that's kind of weird to say for a knife, but I just think it looks really, really awesome. Now, this particular knife is the Asher Spiro in the silver carbon fiber blade materials, or I'm sorry, handle material. Or the scales, as most people know them. Now, again, I mentioned this is the Asher Spiro. The Spiro is actually one of their pretty well-known designs. I actually have the G10 version of the Spiro right here. This is in the blue G10. So basically what this is a Spiro, but instead of having G10, it has silver carbon fiber scales. And they look and feel really, really nice. Now, I'm hoping my camera is showing the details on this. It just looks so awesome. That silver is, not something that you normally see on knife handles or knife scales. So when I saw it, I knew that I definitely had to go ahead and pick this one up. Now, it is available, or it was available, I should say, in 3 different variants. They all have the silver carbon fiber scales. But the first variant is the black stonewash blade with black hardware. That's actually the one that I got. They also had a stonewash blade with black hardware, and then they had a stonewash blade with silver hardware. So I opted for the black stonewash blade because I actually do not have any black bladed Asher knives in my collection, so obviously I wanted to go ahead and add that in there. I do have some with the silver hardware and stuff like that, so that's why I went with the black hardware as well, to kind of match the actual blade itself. Now, taking a look at the knife, as you guys can see there, it's what I would say a medium-sized knife. It is nice and thin, so it's perfect for EDC carry. But I cannot get away, or I can't stop looking at the silver carbon fiber scales on this. They just look so awesome, as you guys can see right there. And again, I'm hoping the camera is showing you guys that really awesome detail. So this does have a wire clip, which is set up for right side tip-up carry, but it is reversible. You can actually throw it onto the left side tip-up carry as well. So that is good. So for those left-handed folks, you are going to be able to use the knife as well. Again, this one here does have the black hardware, so the clip is black, and then the screws are black as well. And then your pivot screw does have the logo right there, which is really, really nice. You have a partial open back design, but then you do have the back spacer right here, which is actually made out of the same silver carbon fiber. And then you do have a lanyard post in the back there that is kind of hidden from the side. So if you do want to throw a lanyard on there, you are able to do that. Now this does have steel liners. It is a liner lock knife, and then you do have a hole opening right here. Now what's really cool about Asher knives is, especially the Spiro that has this pretty big hole, is that if you wanted to spidey flick it or reverse flick it, it is very easy to do that. I'll go ahead and show you guys that, and look how fast that blade flies out, and I think it looks really awesome. The combination of the dark blade with the lighter shade carbon fiber scales look really, really awesome. The other really cool thing is that this is coming in at M390 steel. Now, Asher Knives is doing a really awesome job at using some premium steels. And again, I mentioned that you get a really good deal for what you're paying for. This knife was about $130, so $130 for M390 carbon fiber. And again, that silver carbon fiber, in my opinion, you definitely cannot beat it. So to give you guys a couple of specs on the knife itself, you do get an overall length of 7.4 inches, a closed length of 4.2 inches. Blade length is 3.2 inches, which is perfect for majority of regular EDC tasks. Lockup is nice and tight. It is not going anywhere. Again, I mentioned this is a liner lock. You do have a little bit of jimping right at the liner lock, but there is a cutout on the handle right there, or the scale right there, so it's very easy to disengage the lock, and it closes very, very smoothly. This is a drop point blade, and again, it is the black stonewash blade and the M390. The pivot washers are brass cage ceramic bearings. And then everything else is pretty much stainless steel on the knife itself, the clip, and then the hardware as well. So here is a look at it in my hand there. Again, I get a full 4-finger purchase, so it is very, very comfortable. The scales, that carbon fiber scale feels really, really nice. There is a little bit of texture to it. So it's not, completely smooth. So, I don't feel like my hands are going to be sliding around or anything like that. No sore spots whatsoever. You do get a little bit of jimping in the back of the blade right there, so your thumb does lock in right there. And then the only markings on the blade are your blade steel, which I'm hoping you guys can see it right there. It says M390. The blade obviously came razor, razor sharp, as it should. And you do have a nice run of the blade there, the cutting edge, and then you have a little bit of a, can't remember exactly what that's called. If you guys can remind me down below. I know there's a name for it, and God, reviewing knives, you should know all these things, but things get blurred out. But if you guys can definitely remind me what that is down below, I would greatly appreciate that. But that makes it very easy to go ahead and sharpen the full blade because you don't have that going all the way down to the scales themselves. Again, as you close the blade, very, very smooth to close it. And then that wire clip right there is very easy to secure the knife in and out of your pocket. It's pretty deep right as well, so you don't have to worry about too much of the knife poking out. Now this is a type of knife that would definitely warrant having a really nice lanyard with maybe like a really nice lanyard bead. So I might be on the lookout for something like that to add onto here, because I think that would definitely dress up this knife even more and make it look really, really nice. So I was really glad to add this particular knife to my collection. And then, like I mentioned, I just received the knife, and then Asher Knives actually just released another knife today, which is a fixed blade. So I am thinking about that. Unfortunately, I don't want to wait too long, because if I do decide to pick it up, it might be sold out, because again, they don't mass produce their knives. They make small batches and stuff like that when they come out. But I think they do a really awesome job. Just the actual look of all of their knives is really nice. And what I try and do is, unless it's something that I really want, is try and get a couple of the different models. So I have some of the titanium versions, as you see right here, some of the micarta stuff, some of the G10 as well. And they actually did, I know this video is about this knife, but I wanted to show you guys, showcase this knife, which I actually recently picked up as well. They were doing a seconds or blemish sale, and this particular knife with S35 VN blade steel was actually $40. $40 shipped, I should say. And this does have a flipper with a liner lock as well, but it looks brand spanking new. I don't know what type of blemish or what seconds or whatever it had from the factory, but it looks perfect, and I just paid $40 for it. So definitely, if you guys like what you see, I would recommend that you follow them on Instagram, set up the for email notifications, because whenever they release these, they do sell out really quickly. I know they have a really good fan following, fan base, especially for me as well. As you guys can see, my little collection here is growing, and I don't see myself stopping. If they come out with something else and it's really cool, I'm more than likely going to go ahead and pick it up as well. So there it is. It's just a quick look at the Asher Spiro Silver Carbon Fiber that was recently released by them. I'll leave a link to their website below. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff is sold out on the website. But if you guys want to see some of the the previous models and stuff like that, and then maybe like I said, set up to be notified when things come out, you can go ahead and do it through there. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.